This meeting is being recorded.
All right, everybody. Yoga day. Let's start with our feet a little bit wider than our hips. Take a big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to do 2 more of those. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Let's really focus on those nice deep breaths today. We're going to stay here in this forward fold. We're going to inhale. Exhale, dropping your head and shoulders. Try to keep your knees as straight as you can to get a good release in the back of the legs, in your low back, dropping your head and shoulders on every exhale. Good. Bend your knees slightly. I want you to roll yourselves up nice and slow. We're going to tuck those shoulders back. We're going to now do some back bends. So I want you to inhale up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, big forward fold. 2 more. Bend your knees slightly. Inhale up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees slightly. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to stay in this forward fold for 3 more breaths. Dropping the head and shoulders. Bend your knees slightly and roll yourself up nice and slow. Tuck those shoulders behind you. We're going to go now to the top of the mat. We're going to do our Cobra Down Dog series. Inhale up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Place your hands on the mat. Step back with one, back with the other. Down 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cobra up. Exhale, drop your hips. Tuck your toes, down dog. Big breath in, tailbone to ceiling. Exhale, dropping your heels toward the floor. Inhale to plank. Exhale down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cobra up. Exhale, drop your hips. Tuck your toes, down dog. Big breath in, lift that one leg. Nice and high to the ceiling. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale to plank. Exhale down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cobra up. Exhale, drop your hips. Tuck your toes, down dog. Big breath in. Lift that other leg nice and high to the sky. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale to plank. And down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cobra up. Exhale, drop your hips. We're going to build off of this. Tuck your toes, down dog. Big breath in. Nice and high with that leg. On your exhale, half kneel. Nice and strong here. Inhale, sweep that leg back to plank. Exhale down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cobra up. Exhale, drop your hips. Tuck your toes, down dog. We're lifting that other leg nice and high. Big breath in. Exhale, strong half kneel here. Inhale, back to plank. Exhale down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cobra up. Exhale, really let those hips drop to the floor. Tuck your toes, down dog. Left leg up nice and high. Exhale the strong half kneel. Really be strong on that back leg. Inhale. So your hand that's on the same side as your front foot is up. Big breath in. Exhale, bring it behind you. You're still nice and strong on that back leg. Inhale to the ceiling. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale to plank. Exhale down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Cobra up. Exhale, drop in those hips. Good, nice extension of your spine. Tuck your toes down, dog. Big breath in. Other leg up, nice and high. Exhale, bring it to a strong half kneel. Okay, the hand that's by that front foot. Inhale to sky. Exhale, bring it behind you. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale to plank. Exhale down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, nice, strong cobra up. Exhale, drop the hips. Tuck your toes down, dog. Big breath in, tailbone to ceiling. Exhale, drop in the heels. Good job. Bend your knees slightly. We're going to step forward with one, step forward with the other. Inhale up, nice big breath in. Exhale, just bring your arms around, and we're going to go back to the front. Good. That was a good, strong series. Now we're going to go to wide leg, forward fold. We're going to continue with this strength. Right here, inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to stay here for 3 breaths. We're going to open up those hips a little bit more. Exhale, bringing the head and shoulders down. Trying to keep your knees straight. We're going to open up these hips a little more before we go into some more strength. Big breath in. Exhale, sit your hips back a little bit and dip your chest toward the floor some more. Really feeling it in the back of the legs. Big breath in. Exhale down. One more inhale. And exhale. Bend your knees slightly. Roll yourself up. Tuck those shoulders back. Now, we're going to bend one knee. So bend one knee, the other leg stays straight. You're going to take the hand that's by the bent knee, reach it down, palm facing forward, other hand up on a big inhale. On your exhale, I want you to reach sideways and reach that hand down. So you're in a lunge position. This leg is working hard. Now inhale back to the top. Drop this arm, exhale the other way. So it's in a lunge. Inhale to the sky. We're going to repeat that. Exhale here. This time we're going to hold this for 2 breaths. Inhale to the sky. Exhale. You can either reach down a little bit more or stay there, but we're working on this bent knee in that lunge position is a nice strong pose. Inhale to the sky. And exhale. Inhale to the sky. Exhale the other way. Get in a good, nice lunge on this side. We're going to hold this pose for 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Reach down more or stay there. Now that other leg's working nice and hard in that static lunge. Inhale to the sky. And exhale. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. We're back in that nice forward fold. I want you to walk your feet together. Now we're going to inhale, bend your knees, inhale to the sky. We're going to exhale to a chair pose. So your arms are in front. We're coming down the chair. So a little bit more strength training here today in that nice chair. So your toes are up. So lift your toes off the mat. Make sure, wiggle a little bit. So you make sure that you've got your weight through the whole foot. It should not be on the heels. It should not be just on the balls of your feet. It should be all the way through and your toes are up. And breathe. Sink lower into your chair if you can. Big breath. One more big breath in. Inhale with your arms behind you. Big breath in. Exhale, come up. Good, just drop your arms. Nice. Okay, let's go into some hip openers. So we're gonna come to our half kneel, dropping this hip. So we did our strong half kneel before for strength. Now we're gonna do some mobility. So that back foot's down, this hip. Every time you exhale, I want you to just imagine that you're letting that hip drop a little bit further to the floor so you get a nice release and a lengthening of this hip flexor in the front. Okay, we're just gonna hang out here for a little bit. Take some breaths. Good, now if you're comfortable, come down to a forearm or two, or stay on your hands, that's up to you. We're just really gonna open up this hip flexor first. Okay, good. Come up on those hands. Turn that back leg in. We're going to walk these hands in between your front foot and your back knee, and you're going to sit back. Wiggle forward and back to find where you need the best stretch to open up those hips. Nice deep breath. Exhale here. Dropping the chest, bending your elbows. Nice. Coming back into that big half kneel. Now you're going to sit back and we're going to go into a hamstring on the other side. So sit back, pull that other foot, toes towards your nose, straighten your knee. Take some big breaths here. So we really want to be hinging at our hips. Try not to round your back. Keep your back straight, and we're hinging so you feel a really good stretch in your hamstring. Right, good. Come out of that. Go on to rotate to both knees. Now we're going to rotate to the other side. So we're coming into a nice big half kneel now on this side. Same thing. We're going to spend some time here, dropping down to a forearm if you can, or stay on your hands. Dropping down to one forearm or two. Do what works for you today. We're going to take 3 nice deep breaths here. Again, thinking about letting that hip drop toward the floor. Good. Come out of that stretch. We're going to turn that back leg. We're going to sit back in between the front foot and the back knee, hands in the middle. Again, wiggling forward and back a little. See where you really feel it. This should be really good in the inner thighs and the groin. Nice breaths here. Do more. Really sinking that chest, bending your elbows, sinking that chest forward to the floor. Really, really good stretch in those inner thighs, especially on that front one. Good, walk your hands forward. We're gonna drop down to that other knee. So we're gonna transition right away to frog. So we just did a lot of good inner thigh. We're gonna keep working that. So your knees are apart. Check and make sure your heels are in line with your knees. We're gonna start on forearms right here, sitting back. This is pretty aggressive. Okay, so your forearms are together. When you exhale, drop your chest. Now you can stay here. We're gonna stay here for a while. You can either stay on your forearms, or if you're ready and feel like it, you can drop to your chest with your arms out. You can do whichever one feels best for you. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths. Good job. Feel that position where you need it today. Really, really intense stretching in that inner thighs, but that's where we need it. Big inhale, big exhale. Nice. 2 more breaths. Okay, now when you come out of that stretch, take your time. That's pretty aggressive. Just walk your knees together, walk your feet together, kind of wiggle back and forth. That's a really good stretch. Now we're going to go back to on the long way on our mat. We're going to continue with focusing on our hips. We're going to go to puppy dog. So your knees are on the outside of the mat, feet on the outside of the mat. Bring your chest down so our butt is toward the air. Our goal with this one is dropping the chest closer and closer to the floor on your exhale. Now, keep breathing. Stay in that puppy dog. If your shoulders are not feeling great, you can widen your base with your hands. Make sure that your shoulders feel good because you want to be able to drop your chest closer and closer to the mat. Good job. 2 more breaths here. Good. Come on up. All right. Bring your knees together. Now we're going to dip into a prayer stretch. This is more for low back. Feet are relaxed. Sit back on the heels. Reach forward. Nice deep breaths. Now I really want you to stay here and relax for 5 breaths and focus on letting the tension go out of your low back. Rest your head on the mat. You can do whatever you want with your arms. If you want to go to child's pose, the arms are here. Here, you just get a little more stretch in the shoulders and the upper back. So whichever one feels better for you. Big inhale, nice exhale. Sitting back on those heels. 2 more breaths. Good. Take your time. We're coming up to all 4s. We're going to cat cow a little bit. So make sure your hands are under your shoulders, knees under hips, and you're on your toes. Take a big breath and ground your back. Exhale, drop the belly toward the floor. Inhale up. Try to get to the end of the range of motion of goals. So really round, round, round. Exhale, just let that belly fall to the ground. Inhale. Exhale. Come to the middle. Good job. Flip on over. Let's continue with this hip idea. So your knees are at your chest. You're going to put the bottoms of your feet together. You're going to grab the outsides of your feet. So the bottoms of your feet are together. So your hands are on your feet. They can be on your ankles or your shins, depending on where you're at. Or you can always wrap your hands underneath. That gets more hip toward your face. So it depends where you're at. All right. So now we're going to take a big deep breath in. When you exhale, let everything fall toward the ground. All right, good. You can stay there or we can go to happy baby. I suggest you go to happy baby. That's feet up toward the ceiling. Again, holding onto your legs where you're at. If you can get the outsides of your feet, that's the best. Because then you want to pull your feet toward the floor. You can even get your hands on your toes. Get a little more calf. And then you want to try to see if you can get your knees a little bit straighter. A lot of stretching going on here. Take some nice deep breaths. On your exhale, I want you dropping everything toward the floor. So imagine your shoulders are melting toward the floor. Your legs are melting toward the floor. You should be getting a really good stretch in the low back. Of course, inner thighs. 2 more breaths here. Good. Put the bottoms of your feet back together and then bring your knees together. slowly drop it down toward the floor. We're going to do some back rotation. So your hands, palms are facing up. Pull your shoulder blades into the mat and then rotate your legs to one side. Just really focus on your breath here, dropping the legs toward the floor. Our goal is to keep our shoulders on the floor. You can take your top leg and rotate it over. Just make sure that that top leg is resting. The foot is resting on the ground, that you're not fighting it. All right, now you're going to look opposite of which direction your leg is in. And now we're going to breathe. When you exhale, you're just imagining that you're letting your body roll into this stretch more and more. All right. Roll your head back to the middle. Take your time. Bring that right knee up, whichever knee was over. Pull it towards your chest. Bring the other one towards your chest. Take a breath here. Kind of wiggle back and forth if you need. All right. Set your heels on the ground. Palms up. Pull the shoulder blades back. Into the mat again. We're going to do that all on the other side. So rotate on the other side. Again, let's just start here. Make sure that opposite shoulder stays down as best you can. Now, for a lot of people, it's not even one side versus the other. Just do what you can. Bring that top leg over. Again, resting the foot. And then pay attention to that opposite shoulder and get it as close to the floor as you can. Okay, now you're rotating your head, so you're looking away from that front leg. And breathe. Try to roll into that stretch. So try to roll that shoulder. If it's not on the floor, roll it or get it really rolling into this stretch. Dropping that top leg, dropping that opposite shoulder. Two more breaths here. Good. Bring that top leg over, bring it towards your chest, bring the other knee up, give yourself a little hug, rolling it back and forth again. And then we're going to come over onto all fours again. We're going to work a little bit of chest. So we've got a lot of good hip work done. Now let's go chest. So we're going to go down to the floor. We're going to do 3 cobras. So cobra up, exhale, drop your hips. Give that low back a nice extension stretch. Come all the way down. 2 more like that. Inhale, cobra up. Make sure your glutes are relaxed, your butt is relaxed into that extension. 1 more. Now we're going to twist it cross. Take that hand, palm down. Rotate. Keep that shoulder, so this shoulder, drop it down, roll away. This hand is either in front of you, on your waist, or behind your back. Whichever one feels the best. Nice breathing here. Nice. Okay, let's do the other side. So palm down, rolling, dropping that shoulder. And again, this hand is here, here, here. Really breathe and roll into that, feeling a nice stretch in the chest. It shouldn't hurt. If it hurts, back off a little. Drop that shoulder that's on the ground down. This way, some more. All right, good job. Roll out of that. Now, if you found that one was a pretty good one, you can do that again. A lot of us are tight in our chest. Okay, now we're going to thread the needle. So you're going to thread through, drop that shoulder down, sit back on your heels, rest your head. This arm can go wherever you want. You should feel a stretch in the upper back. Switch sides. Nice. Come on up. We're going to sit in a butterfly or Taylor sit. It depends how you're feeling today. So butterfly, feet together, dropping your knees down. That's what I recommend. If for some reason this doesn't feel good, there's a couple of different things. You can put pillows under your knees to give your hips some support. Or you can change it to Taylor sit, crisscross applesauce. All right, we're going to work some neck. So hang on either to your feet, your ankles, your shins. Make sure wiggle back and forth so you're sitting nice and comfortably. We're going to tuck our chin. Now, if you tuck your chin and you feel a stretch in the back of your head, right back here, that's good. That's what we're going for. Now, you're going to keep your chin tucked. We're going to breathe in and bring that here to your shoulder. Keep your chin tucked. That's going to make the stretch a little more intense. You should feel it right on that side. Keep your chin tucked. Keep your head pointed forward. Your head's going to want to rotate, but don't let it. So chin tuck, ear to shoulder. Slowly come back to the middle. Slowly come to the other side. Now make sure your chin is tucked first. Your ear comes to shoulder, pointing forward. Good. Slowly come back to the middle. Now you're going to drop your head, look down toward your armpit. Exhale, dropping your head. So this one you should feel in the back of your neck a little bit more, right where that tight upper trap is. Good. Slowly roll it to the middle. One breath here. Now look toward the other armpit. Big breath in. Exhale, dropping the head, looking at the armpit. Roll it back to the front. I want you to forward fold over your feet. Dropping the knees as best you can. Just melting into this stretch, melting everything toward the floor. Okay, good. Come out of there. Sorry about that. Had a little flick there. Okay, just relax for a minute or so. I don't know quite what happened there. We're going to rebound. So you can be on your back, arms up. You can have your knees bent if that feels better. Do whatever feels the best. You're going to rebound. So nice deep breathing here for a minute. Give yourself some good time just to settle into what you did. Good work today. Lots of good stretching. Nice. Hang out there for another minute.
Churches, black churches, different people, same issues. It's kind of hard to fight with each other. Laying down on the ground, 600. At every show, I see my people, they ain't the same, they're all equal.
Great day.